Hello and welcome to Quiz Class. My name's Ellis and I'll be your host for today's true or false quiz. The clue's in the name. We have true or false questions coming your way, 100 of them to be exact, and we'd love you to let us know how many points you scored out of that 100 at the end of the video. So let us know how you rank in the comments based on our Quiz Class awards. So without further ado, let's get started. Good luck. The Great Wall of China is visible from space with the naked eye. True or false? So you should be seeing how the quiz is going to work. You'll see a statement and have to decide whether that statement is true or false, and that one is false. 2. Humans only use 10% of their brains. That is false. Walt Disney personally drew Mickey Mouse in early cartoons. That statement is absolutely false. Walt Disney did not personally draw Mickey Mouse. Drinking alcohol warms up your body in cold weather. The answer is false. Question 5. A duck's quack doesn't echo. That is false. Question 6. Cleopatra was Egyptian. Is that true or false? The answer is false. 7. Lightning never strikes the same place twice. True or false? That statement is false. Question 8. Marilyn Monroe was a size 16. True or false? Again, the answer is false. Question 9. Cracking your knuckles leads to arthritis. That statement is false as well. Question 10. The Great Chicago Fire was started by a cow. The Great Chicago Fire was started by a cow. That is false. 11. Humans can distinguish between over 1 trillion different smells. Is that true or is that false? The answer is true for the first time in this quiz. Question 12. Alfred Hitchcock had no belly button. Is that true or false? Did Alfred Hitchcock have a belly button? The answer is false. 13. Eating turkey makes you sleepy due to high tryptophan content. Is that true or false? The answer is false. The Loch Ness Monster was photographed by a surgeon in 1934. True or false? That is true. Napoleon Bonaparte was exceptionally short. True or false? The answer is false. Napoleon Bonaparte was 5'2", but not exceptionally small. Goldfish have a 3-second memory. The answer is true. Clark Gable had bad breath due to wearing dentures. True or false? That is true. You should wait 24 hours before reporting a missing person. Is that true or false? The answer is false. 19. The Great Library of Alexandria was destroyed by Julius Caesar. Is that true or false? The answer is false. 20. Humans have 5 senses. False. Humans actually have 6. Touch, hearing, balance, sight, taste and smell. Charlie Chaplin once lost a Charlie Chaplin look-alike contest. Is that true or false? The answer is true. A similar thing happened to Timothy Chalamet not too long ago. Sugar causes hyperactivity in children. Sugar causes hyperactivity in children. That's false. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon were in Babylon. Is that true or false? The answer is false. Question 24. Eskimos have around 50 words for snow. True or false? That is true. 25. Vikings wore horned helmets. True or false? So they're often depicted that way, but is it true? The answer is false. Twinkies have an infinite shelf life. Twinkies have an infinite shelf life. That is false. They have a shelf life of about 25 days. The Coriolis effect determines the direction water swells in drains. True or false? The answer is false. Orson Welles' War of the Worlds broadcast caused widespread panic. True or false? The answer is true. Sharks don't get cancer. Is that true or false? The answer is false. Though they rarely get cancer, it is not always true. The Great Wall of China is the only man-made structure visible from the moon. That answer is false. 31. The Iron Maiden was a common medieval torture device. The Iron Maiden was a common medieval torture device. The answer is true. 32. Carrots improve night vision. Is that true or is it a myth? That is true. The vitamins found in the vegetable can help promote overall eye health. The Pony Express used the slogan, "Neither snow nor rain nor heat nor gloom of night." Is that true or false? That is false. 34. Humans evolved from chimpanzees. True or false? The answer is false. The Great Depression started with the stock market crash of 1929. True or false? That is actually true. Ulysses S. Grant is buried in Grant's tomb. True or false? That is false. Ring Around the Rosie is about the Black Plague. True or false? That is false. Nero fiddled while Rome burned. Nero fiddled while Rome burned. That statement is false. The Emancipation Proclamation freed all slaves in the Confederate States. That is true. 40. The shortest war in history lasted 38 minutes. The shortest war in history lasted 38 minutes. The answer is true, the Anglo-Zanzibar War. Chameleons change colour primarily for communication, not camouflage. Chameleons change colour primarily for communication, not camouflage. That statement is false. The Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimetres taller during the summer. The Eiffel Tower can be 15 centimetres taller during the summer. That answer is true, due to the heat expansion of the tower's iron. Vanga, the Bulgarian mystic, predicted 9/11 and other major world events. That is true. 44. The first oranges weren't orange. The first oranges weren't orange. That's true. The original oranges were a tangerine pomelo hybrid and they were actually green. George Washington had wooden teeth. True or false? George Washington had wooden teeth. That is false. The Brontosaurus was a real dinosaur species. The Brontosaurus was a real dinosaur species. That's false. Walt Disney was cryogenically frozen after his death. Walt Disney was cryogenically frozen after his death. Though there is some skeptical information around it, it is thought to be false. False is the answer we're looking for. Christopher Columbus discovered that the Earth was round. Is that true or false? Christopher Columbus discovered that the Earth was round. That is false. The Sahara Desert was once a lush green landscape. The Sahara Desert was once a lush green landscape. The answer is true. The Titanic was the first ship to use SOS. The Titanic was the first ship to use SOS. Despite popular belief, the answer is false. Bananas grow on trees. Bananas grow on trees. This question marks us being just over halfway. Hope you're enjoying the quiz so far. Don't forget to hit that bell icon or subscribe to Quiz Class for further videos. The answer to 51 is false. The longest hiccuping spree lasted for 68 years. True or false? The longest hiccuping spree lasted for 68 years. That is actually true. The pyramids were built by slaves. True or false? The pyramids were built by slaves. True or false? Actually, according to archaeologists, the pyramids were not built by slaves, so it's false. A day on Venus is longer than its year. A day on Venus is longer than its year. The answer is true. 55. The inventor of the frisbee was turned into a frisbee after death. True or false? The inventor of the frisbee was turned into a frisbee after death. That's actually true. Ed Hedrick. Sharks existed before trees. True or false? Sharks existed before trees. That's true. The longest English word is 189,819 letters long. The longest English word is 189,819 letters long. That's true. Cleopatra lived closer in time to the moon landing than to the building of the Great Pyramid. Really messing with your concept of time here. Is that true or false? Remarkably, that is true. The Ottoman Empire still existed when the first Star Wars movie came out. The Ottoman Empire still existed when the first Star Wars movie came out. That is false. The world's oldest known living tree was already 1,000 years old when the pyramids were built. This is question 60. Do you know whether it's true or false? The answer is true. Polar bears have black skin. True or false? The answer is true. 62. The Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada. The Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada. The answer is true. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Is that true or false? The answer is true. 64. The Leaning Tower of Pisa has always leaned. The Leaning Tower of Pisa has always leaned. True or false? The answer is false. Humans share 50% of their DNA with bananas. The answer is true. The Great Wall of China is held together by rice flour mortar. The Great Wall of China is held together by rice flour mortar. It's actually true. Astronauts grow taller in space. The answer is true. Perhaps that's what Napoleon Bonaparte needed. 68. The 100 Years' War lasted exactly 100 years. Is that true or false? The 100 Years' War lasted exactly 100 years. That's false. It actually lasted 116 years. A blue whale's heart is the size of a small car. True or false? A blue whale's heart is the size of a small car. That's true. 70. The first computer bug was an actual insect. The first computer bug was an actual insect. That's true. It was a real-life moth. To Tomatoes were once thought to be poisonous. True or false? Tomatoes were once thought to be poisonous. True or false? The answer is true. The Statue of Liberty was originally designed for Egypt. That's false. The world's largest desert is in Antarctica. Though we associate the word desert with sand, that is actually true. Humans can't breathe and swallow at the same time. Humans can't breathe and swallow at the same time. The answer is true. The first person convicted of speeding was going 8 miles per hour. True or false? And I'm sure whilst you're answering this question, you're also trying to breathe and swallow at the same time. Please be careful. The answer to question 75, though, is true. 76. Armadillos can get leprosy. Is that true or false? Armadillos can get leprosy. The answer is true. The Eiffel Tower was supposed to be a temporary structure. True or false? The Eiffel Tower was supposed to be a temporary structure. It's true. It was initially supposed to be destroyed after 20 years. Octopuses have 2 hearts. That is false. Australia is wider than the moon. That is true. Question 80. The Mongolian Navy consists of a single tugboat with a crew of 7. True or false? The answer is true. 81. The inventor of the Pringles can is buried in one. True or false? The inventor of the Pringles can is buried in one. That's true. At his request, some of his ashes were buried in a Pringles can. There are more possible iterations of a game of chess than there are atoms in the known universe. True or false? The answer is true. The longest English word without a vowel is rhythm. Spelt R-H-Y-T-H-M, rhythm is still not the longest English word without a vowel. A strawberry is not actually a berry, but a banana is. So ask yourself the question, what is a berry? And then see if that helps, because the answer is true. The King of Hearts is the only king in a deck of cards without a moustache. The King of Hearts is the only king in a deck of cards without a moustache. And that is true. Apparently it was lost in the reproduction of the original design. Albert Einstein was a professional ballet dancer before becoming a physicist. True or false? Albert Einstein was a professional ballet dancer before becoming a physicist. That is false. The Guinness Book of World Records holds a world record. Does the Guinness Book of World Records hold itself a world record? The answer is true. I'd imagine it's most records documented or something, but you can have a look for yourself. Honeybees can recognise human faces. True or false? Honeybees can recognise human faces. That statement is true. A cockroach can live for several weeks without its head. A cockroach can live for several weeks without its head. That's true, due to their open circulatory system. The first known contraceptive was pig dung, used by ancient Egyptians. That is false. Question 91. Dolphins can speak fluent Spanish. Dolphins can speak fluent Spanish. True or false? The answer is, of course, false. There's a species of jellyfish that is immortal. There is a species of jellyfish that is immortal. That's true, called the Turritopsis dournil. Leonardo da Vinci invented roller skates. Is that true or false? The answer is false. John Joseph Merlin and James Leonard Plimpton invented roller skates. The Bluetooth symbol is a combination of two Danish runes. True or false? The answer is true. Penguins have secret underground cities. Penguins have secret underground cities. What a fun statement. Unfortunately, though, it is false. Question 96. A group of owls is called a parliament. True or false? If there's lots of them jumping from tree to tree, maybe you'd call that a swung parliament. It is true. The shortest commercial flight in the world lasts 57 seconds. True or false? The shortest commercial flight. That is true. From Westray to Papa Westray. The original London Bridge is now in Arizona. Is that true or false? The original London Bridge is now in Arizona. %100% true. Question 99. The first known cheque was written over 2,000 years ago. the first known check was written over 2,000 years ago? The answer is true. And question 100. Trees can communicate through an underground network of roots. Trees can communicate through an underground network of roots. The answer is true, sending chemical, hormonal and slow pulsing electrical signals. And here's a bonus question to finish. The Vatican City is the only country that can lock its own gates. Let us know the answer in the comments and let us know how many points you scored based on our Quiz Class Einstein awards. From champion down to explorer, we'd love to know how you got on and how many of those facts you got right. Thanks for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified on all of our upcoming videos. But if you can't wait for that, there are plenty of quizzes already uploaded that you can try right now. My name's Ellis and I've been your host. Thanks again for joining us today at Quiz Class. We'll see you next time.